Hi folks, welcome back. I'm Dr. Barry. This is English 099353. Today we're going to talk about one of the strategies for helping you construct your paper and developing a plan for writing. And it's all about making the outline. So without further ado, the outline is basically essentially your structure for your paper. It works for your paper the same way the skeleton works for your body. The outline is the structure upon which you'll build your argument, or otherwise the flesh of the paper. Oops, let me go back. Heading, of course, we use APA style, so your heading will be a little bit different. At the top, you'll need the title of your paper. Think about it as like the hat for your paper, because you're never fully dressed without a hat. The thesis statement will be the first thing that comes in your paper. It should appear somewhere on your outline. Well, it should appear at the top of your outline. In your paper, it'll be in the first paragraph. Thesis statement is the skull of your paper and asserts the central idea. Right? Your thesis just points your reader where to go, and it's kind of the brains of the operation, so to speak, where what the thesis says, the rest of the paper does. Thesis points the reader and the writer in a definite direction, like this one. Much maligned and the subject of unwarranted fears, most bats are harmless and highly beneficial. Okay. Next will come your introductory paragraph. Usually one paragraph of 50 to 150 words. It should do the following. It should engage the reader, get them interested. Establish purpose, let your reader know why you're writing, what you're writing about. And third, conclude with a main point. Right? This will be your thesis. Next, your first topic. The next paragraph begins with the topic sentence and expresses what the paragraph is all about, followed by support, and more support. This is a quick and easy way to help you on track. Now remember, you're not married to this. You don't have to completely adhere to the outline. If you get into your writing and your outline, your evidence changes, or you find information that you want to add instead, you can alter your outline. The outline in this case is more or less a guide. Some outlines are sentence outlines, and that's fine. That works for you. The sentence must be written out in full sentence form, expressing what your topic is about. Think about these items as the ribs and hips of the paper. Then you have your third topic paragraph, and so on, for as many paragraphs as you need. Getting the idea? So you have your topic sentence, of course, and then support and more support. You wrap up your paper and your outline with the conclusion. Conclusion echoes the main idea of the paper. The reader understands the idea of your paper by now, and the conclusion drives it home, leaves them with something to consider. In other words, the conclusion should answer the burning question, so what? Now, in addition to sentence outlines, you can also do word outlines. If you're just trying to do a quick and dirty, you want to say, okay, here's what this paragraph is going to be, and this paragraph is going to be, and just put a word for the topic of your paragraph, and then word for the support. That works just as well. So that's it. This is your quick and dirty guide on how to set up an outline for your paper. Now, I mentioned the conclusion in here, and your outline, you don't have to have that all fleshed out. It can be, you have a general idea of what your conclusion is going to be, and you could just write in the outline, you can just write conclusion. The idea of the outline is it just keeps you organized, keeps you moving forward. Like I said, you can abandon it if you add more, or you can change it if you add more stuff later on. But in the meantime, in the short run, what the outline does is just help guide you and keep you on track while you're writing. All right, that's it for me. I'll see you next video.